Here we have a question which is asking us to describe the transformation. Now this transformation I can see is an enlargement, but there are 3 marks available here. So it's 1 mark for saying it's an enlargement, and then there are 2 marks further to be had by working out the scale factor of the enlargement, and secondly the centre of the enlargement. Well, I'm going to start by finding the centre of the enlargement. Now to find that, I look at my 2 shapes and I take corresponding corners and I join those corresponding corners with a straight line. So I'm going to take this top corner here and this top corner of shape P, and I'm going to draw a straight line through those 2 corners, and then I'm going to do the same with this bottom right hand corner for the 2 shapes, which is like that. And then just to be on the safe side, I'm going to join this corner to this corner and again extend the line, and I can see that my centre of enlargement is just here. So this is the centre of enlargement. Okay, now the scale factor of the enlargement, if we look at P, it's 1 unit across the bottom and Q is 3 units across, which means that the scale factor of the enlargement is 3. So I'm now going to write that I have an enlargement, so that's for 1 mark, so enlargement. The scale factor of the enlargement, so the scale factor is 3 because the shape is 3 times bigger, and the centre of the enlargement, as we've said, is this point here. So I need to give the coordinates. Well, that's 4 and that's 3, so the centre of the enlargement is 4, 3. Part B says that I'm going to translate triangle Q by the vector -8, 2. Okay, now you need to know what a translation vector means. The top number tells you how far you're going to go left or right. Right is positive, left is negative. The bottom number tells you how far you're going to move your shape up or down, where up is positive and down is negative. So in this case, we're going to go with our shape 8 units to the left and then 2 units up. Now the easiest way to do that, we're going to do it with Q, is to take 1 corner of Q. I'm going to choose the top right hand corner and I'm going to move that corner 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to the left, which takes it to there, and then 2 up, which is going to go to there. So that top right hand corner of Q, which was there, is now here. I don't need to move the other corners, I can just draw in now the rest of the shape. So if I just use a straight line, I can see that Q is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares high. So the transformed shape is also going to be 6 squares high. It's 3 units across, so I'm going to make it 3 units across, and I can just join those up. Okay, so that new shape is called R. So I'm just going to label it R. So there is my new shape R. Okay, the last part of the question says, describe fully the single transformation which maps R onto P. Okay, so R onto P. Now again, I can see that it's an enlargement, but in this case, R onto P means that the shape is actually smaller. So it's still an enlargement. The scale factor though, R is 3 units across, P is only 1. The scale factor, instead of being 3, because we're going from R to P, the scale factor is 1/3, because the size of P is 1/3 the size of R. Now I need to find the centre of the enlargement again, so I'm going to do that by again using straight lines through each corner. Let's just make those a little narrower so it's a bit easier to see, and I'll do them in red again as well, I think. Okay, where are we? Let's do it in red. I'll do it in orange this time. So I'm going to join the top right hand corner here to the top right hand corner of P, so it's going to be something like that. I'm going to join this bottom right hand corner to the bottom right hand corner of P. This goes through that point there, and I'm going to join this corner of R to this corner of R. Okay, and I can see that those 3 lines, those enlargement lines, meet at this point here, and the coordinates of that point there are, well, it's 8 across and 2 up, so actually that's the point 8, 2. So it's an enlargement, scale factor 1/3, centre is 8, 2.